Behind every black and white photo is a story of courage, curiosity, and change. Let's step into their world. In 1938 England, the threat of chemical warfare was real. This strange-looking stroller, it's a gas-proof baby carriage, built to keep infants safe during air raids. The sealed box had filtered air pumped in, giving parents a fighting chance in a terrifying new kind of war. 1956, before animal therapy became a buzzword, hospitals were already using it to lift spirits. Here, a young patient in a respirator watches ducklings paddle nearby, a simple moment of joy in the middle of recovery. May 6, 1937, the German airship Hindenburg descends for landing in New Jersey and erupts into flames. In less than a minute, the giant Zeppelin was reduced to wreckage, marking the tragic end of the airship era. In 1924, the circus was all about the unbelievable, like this. A full-grown hippopotamus harnessed to a cart paraded for amazed crowds. A bizarre reminder of the lengths showmen would go to entertain. In 1924, the circus was all about the unbelievable, like this. A full-grown hippopotamus harnessed to a cart paraded for amazed crowds. A bizarre reminder of the lengths showmen would go to entertain. This might look shocking today, but in 1937 it was considered cutting-edge parenting. Baby cages let city kids get fresh air and sunlight while their parents stayed inside. A bold idea, with a serious drop below. It's 1961, and even Disneyland's magic needs a lunch break. Here in the cafeteria you could spot Snow White, a cowboy, a spaceman, and even Goofy, all grabbing a bite before heading back to bring the park to life. Amid the chaos of the Battle of Saipan in 1944, one soldier paused for a moment of humanity, sharing his banana with a curious goat. Even in war, small acts of kindness could bridge worlds. In 1940, London was under relentless attack during the Blitz. Amid the rubble of her destroyed home, a young girl held tightly to her doll, a small comfort in a world suddenly shattered. In 1961, workers and soldiers began building the Berlin Wall, a concrete and barbed wire barrier that would divide families, friends, and a city for nearly 3 decades. It became one of the most powerful symbols of the Cold War. Amid the devastation of London's 1940 bombings, a young man sits calmly among the rubble of a destroyed bookshop. Even in the midst of war, the love for knowledge and the escape of stories endured. In 1949, technology promised a golden tan without the beach. This sunbathing machine let you spray on a sun-kissed glow anytime, anywhere, long before modern spray tans became a trend. 1964. In the middle of a peaceful civil rights protest, a hotel owner resorted to a shocking act, pouring acid into the pool where black activists swam. This disturbing moment became an unforgettable image of the fight against racial segregation in America. This was Christmas during the Great Depression. No turkey, no lavish feast, just turnips and cabbage. For many families, it was all they had, and they were grateful for even that. A reminder of the resilience and spirit that carried people through the toughest of times. March 21st, 1963. These men were the last prisoners to ever walk the halls of Alcatraz. After nearly 30 years as America's most notorious prison, the doors closed for good. The Rock became silent, but its legends still echo today. 1961. Meet Ham, the space chimp who made history. Launched into space and back, he proved humans could survive the journey. This moment marked a giant leap, not just for mankind, but for one very brave chimp. Detroit, 1929. Prohibition was in full swing, and the fight against illegal liquor was relentless. Here, thousands of gallons of bootleg alcohol are poured from a building's windows, cascading into the streets. a dramatic reminder of America's war on booze. September 3rd, 1967, Sweden changes the way it drives, moving from the left side of the road to the right. The first morning was pure chaos as confused drivers and pedestrians tried to adapt to the historic switch, now remembered as Dagen H-Day, January 5th, 1911. Explorers on the British Antarctic expedition capture this breathtaking view from inside an iceberg grotto. Beyond the frozen arch, their ship waits in the icy waters, a rare glimpse into the age of heroic polar exploration. Albert Einstein, one of history's greatest minds, seen here in an unusually casual moment. Dressed in shorts and sandals, he chats by the water's edge, reminding us that even geniuses need a little sunshine and sea breeze. This is Woodstock, 1969, one of the largest music festivals in history. Over 400,000 people packed into a New York field for 3 days of peace, love, and music. What began as a ticketed event became a free celebration that defined a generation. In the early 1900s, before refrigerators, ice delivery was essential and heavy work. Here, two pioneering women haul massive ice blocks, defying the gender norms of their time and proving strength knows no bounds. Before smartphones and streaming, nights out looked like this: friends, music, and a packed dance floor. In the mid-20th century, dance halls like this were the heartbeat of social life, where every spin and step told its own story. It's 1955 in London, and music lovers are trying out the latest hits before taking them home. In these private listening booths, customers could spin a record, hear the sound, and decide if it was worth the purchase, the original version of Try Before You Buy in the music world. April 16, 1912. The world wakes to shocking news. Just one day after the Titanic sank, young Ned Parfit stands on a London street corner, selling papers with the grim headline, "Great Loss of Life." A frozen moment in time, capturing the instant history was being written. Before radar transformed warfare, the skies were scanned by ear. Soldiers stood beneath massive acoustic horns, listening for the faint drone of enemy planes miles away. It might look like something from a cartoon, but in the early 20th century, this was cutting-edge military tech. Meet Selma Burke, a trailblazing artist whose work you see every day without even realizing it. In 1944, she sculpted this portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Decades later, her design still lives on, right in your pocket, on the dime. This is where tennis history began. Wimbledon, 1883. The very first international match ever played on these legendary courts. A moment that would shape the future of the sport we know today. Hit like and subscribe for more untold history.